So I'll just thank the Deputy City Manager and the Medical Officer of Health for the reports today, and just say that we are talking about an airport that's on the waterfront, and it's everybody's waterfront, and everybody has to take responsibility for our waterfront. So it is something that we take very seriously, I guess, since our wards are close, and we really appreciate the care and attention that other councillors pay, and understanding that in saying it's everybody's waterfront, that we have goals that we have set as a city, goals we have set as a council, and that together we are the guardians of those goals. And I just want to take you back to 1939 when the airport was established and ask you to think about what the waterfront looked like. I've seen the pictures. Large installations of fuel, 3 incinerators operating there, so many industrial uses, and industrial uses that, as a matter of fact, in many places contaminated that soil for years and years to come. Our waterfront was an industrial area. It was actually built out as such, with the shipping channel taking place of the marsh. So when you look back and you see that that was the dominant use on the waterfront. 1983, when the tripartite agreement was signed, that was the first beginnings, the stirrings, that the waterfront in Toronto was going to be more than simply an industrial area on the water. Because in 1985, part of that same movement created the Unlocking the Portlands plan. It was the very first time anybody thought about our industrial area that were on a waterfront and what should it look like. And that actually wasn't just in Toronto, that's around the world. That the notion that the waterfront is more than a place for industry, place to put your sewage, place to spill your oil, that it was developing in a different direction in large modern cities. And that includes ours as well. So we woke up to our waterfront, the fact that we have a fabulous island there, that it is a great spot for tourism, that we have a hotel, that some of the residential started to go up, and as many people noticed, some of that residential went up and started blocking the waterfront. And Torontonians have complained about that ever since and say, don't put a wall of condos up on our waterfront. Every single one of you would say that, because that was a mistake. So when we're looking at this little airport that started out as part of the industrial area, we see that the industrial uses have waned and revitalization has gained. Things have changed. Over that time from 1985 to 2014, we have moved very far with revitalization. We first had, with Mel Lastman, Jean Chrétien, and Mike Harris, the Toronto Waterfront Revitalization Corporation. Very modest, didn't have what it had now. And then eventually it morphed into the Waterfront Toronto, of which is our partner on the waterfront, to look at what our legacy will be when we're all gone here, councillors. We're all gone. We're dead. What will that waterfront look like in 2023? I doubt we'll all be on council then, when that tripartite agreement ends. What do we, I know, says Janet, never. What is it going to look like? So I think we do need to take the time to get this right, and walking in off the street and saying, I've got a great idea, let's do X. Let's put a Ferris wheel. Let's put a mega mall. Let's put a monorail. Let's expand the airport. And answer me now. I want to do it right now. It's such a good idea. That's not the way we build our waterfront. You don't get to jump over the queue. You have to follow the process. That's my due diligence. That's my requirement, councillors. That's the requirement of each and every one of you, because the waterfront doesn't belong, you're right, to Councillor McConnell because she's the councillor. She is a guardian. It belongs to every single one of us. It is our legacy for this city. Don't go quickly on our legacy, and don't spoil our legacy into the future.
Well done. Okay, please, members.